Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of my experience with kidnappers. If you've been following the story, you would know that it's been crazy, but the crazy thing is that it gets crazy. Holding the tarpaulin while it rained, then lying on it while the rain reduces to sleep went on throughout the night till like the next morning. Then when it was morning, they brought out rags, I think pieces of rags or something, and they used it to tie our eyes so that we don't see them because now it's daybreak. We could see their faces now. So they tied our eyes very tight. I could remember it was as if it was touching my eyeballs. So it was very tight. So they tied our eyes, and that was when they proceeded to start asking us questions. And that was when the person that was handling me came to me and told me that, okay, yeah, I noticed that you're sick. So what you're just going to do is to call your people and tell them to send you 5 million naira so that we can release you. And that was when it dawned on me that, oh my god, these people are not even going to call small money. Then I started to cry and I begged and I was like, I don't even have 5 million naira. I don't have anybody that's going to come and give me 5 million naira. I am poor as fuck. In that situation, I was trying to think of several ways to appear as poor as possible. But I feel like they already had some sort of like notion in their head for the fact that I think I was the one that was using an iPhone amongst the 5 of us that was kidnapped. So they felt, okay, maybe I would have more money, or maybe I would have friends that has more money. So yeah, the person did not believe me, and I was crying. And it was like, then they're gonna kill you. You're not gonna make it out alive. I think that was when the head of the kidnappers, like the kidnapping head, came to come and meet me and told me that, okay, yes, there's this skull on his chest, a human skull. I touched it. It was indeed a human skull. That was somebody that did not comply during their last kidnapping section, I think. That the person did not comply and the person was trying to play too smart and they had to kill him. And now they've been using his skull. That they don't want me to end up like that particular person. And I started crying. I was begging, please don't kill me. The crazy thing about that is that even though I felt that story was bullshit, I'm not gonna lie. I felt that they were just saying that to scare me because, yeah, that was what they would do. It makes more sense to try to scare the person to doing what they want to do. So I was still playing along and I was crying. I was begging. I was like, please don't kill me, please. I don't have anybody. I don't have a dad. This and that. My mom is very old. There's no lie I did not bring out from. When I mean there is no lie. And I'm like, my mom is very old. If she even hears that I've been kidnapped, she might have an heart attack and die because she has high blood pressure. I don't have siblings, this and that. I was just lying. But technically, it wasn't like I was trying to appear as poor as I can be because technically I do know where I'm coming from and I know that, yeah, the money that you were calling is not going to be possible, to be honest. So in my head, I felt like there's no way that I'm going to be leaving this place because my ransom has been paid. The only way to come out is when these people pity me enough to let me go. That was what was in my head. Is either they pity me enough to let me go or the authorities would come and rescue us. That was what was in my head. So as all of this was going on, then a particular person, one of my co-kidnappees, now said they wanted to talk to like the person that was in charge, and they were like, okay, how are you? What do you want to say? So the head of the kidnappers went to him and he told them, because I was standing very close to him, and he told them that, please, I have 4 million naira in my account. It is not mine, it's for the company that I work for. But please, the reason why I'm traveling to Port Harcourt is to go see my sick wife, who I was told was admitted to the hospital, and I really want to see her. So if you guys can take the money in my account, it's not mine, it's for the company that I work for. But please, just take it and let me go. In my head, I was like, is this guy for real? I don't know if I would call it selfish, but I felt like it was being selfish, and the money he called for these people, 4 million naira. So in my head, I'm like, if this guy has called 4 million naira for these people will not be expecting the rest of us to also be able to bring 4 million or more. Is he mad? We don't have money. In the fact, why would I be using a public transport to travel if I have that kind of money? That guy I was so pissed by what he said, because in my head I was like, don't you want us to like just come out of this place together instead of you trying to like just exempt yourself from it? You're talking about formula. He didn't even say, oh, okay, you guys should take the formula and release all of us. He said they should release him. The code that catch me that particular moment, I was like, Jesus Christ, how am I going to do this? Where am I going to do this? I was just thinking. They started hailing him, like the kidnappers started shouting, hey, Odogu, Odogu, this and that. They were like, the corn that they were eating, because that was what the kidnappers were eating at the time, because they didn't bring food to the forest. I think there was a farmland there that had corn, so they were taking corn from there and they were roasting it. Like they would set on fire, they would roast the corn, and that was what they were eating. They were not asking him, do you want to eat corn? You want chop corn? You want chop corn? And the guy was like, yes, I want it, because he was hungry. And they gave him corn to eat. They didn't give me corn. And I was not even having the appetite to even eat anything. These kidnappers were so excited for the fact that they already secured 4 million naira. But the thing is with these kidnappers is that they need all the money they can get. So even if you're already claiming that you will give them the 4 million naira in your account for them to release you, they still want to call the family of the guy for them to send ransom for the person. And that was what they did. Then they moved to the girls. One of them said that, our mom is very sick, that if she tells her mom this particular stuff, that the mom might have high blood pressure or whatnot. Then he said the only person that she can contact is her brother. Then they called the other guy. Me, it was almost as if it was like a competition to come out as who is poorer between me and one other guy, because the other guy was like, he doesn't have shit. Well, he looks like somebody that don't have shit. I'm not trying to judge, but he was like, he doesn't have shit. That he's the one that provides for his family. That he works as a security person in one establishment like that. That is a security person. That they pay him just like 50,000 naira. That he's the one that is sustaining his father and everybody. So it was crazy that the reason why he was even traveling was to go and enroll for one exam, that he needs to go and write that exam on Sunday. I think that particular day said, which was crazy. So the kidnappers were like, now you will go on Monday, go meet them. So I was looking at this whole thing, I was like reading the whole environment and the situation, and I was like, this guy wants to one up me in this whole poverty game. I need to up my game. But yeah, this has gone quite a while. So see you guys in the next part.